What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy IG-TheLaFlareLounge.
It's him.
Yeah, it's me, man. And Jim Jones is trying to capitalize off the bullshit take that he said about Nas. He said that he got more billboards. He said that he's cooler than Nas. This all sparked up when one of these young 2000 Y2K babies decided to get on a podcast and explain how Jim Jones is better than Nas and ain't nobody ever said put that Nas on around him, blah, blah, blah. It's just, that's the lazy, uneducated take that the kids say these days. Like, they measure stuff by saying, has anybody ever said put this on? No. You hang around 23-year-olds. Jim Jones is still trying to appeal to the younger crowd. Yes, Jim Jones is known for his fashion. But fashion isn't the only thing about hip hop. You got to actually have the music too, in my personal opinion. But I guess to these youngins, they're growing up in an era right now where, like, I ain't gonna lie, hip hop is kind of on a downslide. You know what I'm saying? Has anybody released any classic albums, any classic music ever since the, Kendrick Lamar, Drake beef? Everybody's scared to put out music. That's because it sucks. They suck. They're not putting out good music. Shout out to Offset and JID though. They put out some fire. I give them that. They put out that fire lately. So let's just take a look, because Shannon Sharpe is going to confront Jim Jones, and things are going to take a turn quick.
Were you smoking when you said you better than Nas?
I might have been a little bit. Well, as far as let's get this right. I'm way more influential than Nas, and I don't care what nobody say. I know I made a little boo boo when you talk about the sales and all this type of shit. I don't feel like getting into that rhetoric about where I started.
He said that he had more billboard. He said a little boo-boo. No, you made a big boo-boo. Because Jim Jones, I think, only has like 2 songs on the charts, where Nas had like 20 to 30 singles that have charted on the billboard. So I don't even get why he would say some bullshit like that. Everybody knew that was bullshit when he said it. Listen, Jim Jones peaked a long time ago. He came after Nas, and then he peaked before Nas. Nas is still doing his thing. He just won a Grammy, like, off of his music. So salute to Nas.
Well, you said that bullshit.
But listen, Nas was nice when I was in high school. When I was in 10th grade, Nas came out. Mm-hmm. Nas was dope. We appreciated him. He had a little bit of run. But Nas always came up second to Jay and DMX and all these other people. Like,
ain't no shame in that. There a lot of folks came up second to Tom Brady.
Why does that matter? Why does it matter who Nas came up second to? Who did you come second to? You weren't even the first in your crew. It was you were basically the mascot of Dipset until, like, they finally gave you a chance. Like, it was Cam, it was Jewels. Like, you weren't even, like, first in your crew to be talking about who Nas came up second to.
Never had that type of influence on us, except for his first album. I already told you, I used to want to dress like Nas because he had a lot of fresh clothes that the hustlers used to wear and shit, and we used to see him on TV. He had one of the illest albums of all time. And then in high school when he had the barbecue and shit like that. So I'm a real fan of Nas, but he kind of lost me after the movie Belly and shit like that. Like, I don't.
Man, go ahead on with that.
He lost you after Belly. After Belly, he had Stillmatic. He had Ether. He had, he was still like, what do you mean? He didn't even peak yet. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you're just jibber jabbering. You're just saying shit.
Jim?
I'm trying to tell you. I'm being honest. You ask me. I'm being a fan. I'm telling you, the movie Belly was fire, but after that, he kind of lost me. I think we was way too much into the game. Remember how this goes. You ever heard of a Kofi list?
Yeah.
Yo, go back into your history and find out what happened between us and him. You dig? And I'm not trying to repeat history, but don't play with us when it comes to that, bro. We already went wild on them boys. You heard? We the ones that went wild on them boys. You heard?
Hey, Jim.
Still haven't heard a fact as to why he is better than Nas. Still haven't heard it. He's talking about a whole bunch of nothing.
Yo, and people out here acting like I said I'm gonna bring the Kofi list back. I just told you I'm gonna change man. Stephen Law. Can you dig?
Nah, look. I'm put it to you like this, Jim. Hey, bro, you been at this thing, but lyrically, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you.
Yeah, but look how you dress. Look how you dress. You don't even be in the same places I be in.
I can be in the church house. You can't.
He's talking about lyrics. He's talking about fashion. Do you see where Jim Jones is going with this? Look how you dress. It doesn't matter. He's talking about the quality of the music, and you don't do it. You're saying you look how you dress. It doesn't matter how he dresses. Like that's the only thing that matters to you. You're 50, Jim. You're like 50 years old. Like cut it out.
You can't
The
F with Nas
things that
lyrically.
we,
I don't know who told you
the,
that. Now look, y'all know you on that
things
good
that we
stuff,
listen
but
to,
you're
the
not
things that
seeing
you listen
Nas.
to. Bro,
You're
it's a
not
bunch
seeing
of
Nas, bro.
you got a bunch
Let's
of
be
40 and
real.
50. You got a bunch of 40 and 50-year-olds in their panties because I said I'm better
It
than
don't
Nas.
matter.
Look at you, look at
Ain't
you, and
nobody listen. Ain't
all in your
nobody from
filth.
Dipset gonna take
Shannon,
you over Nas.
that
Nobody
shirt
from the
too, that
Diplomats but
shirt,
you.
that
Hey, I
shirt
got,
too
I got,
Can't
I,
tight.
fuck.
hold on,
You
That
can't
Jimmy,
F
hold
shirt
with
on.
too tight.
Nas.
That shirt too
Hold
Let's
on,
be
hold on,
tight.
hold on, hold
real.
on, hold on.
That
Jimmy,
shirt
Jimmy,
too
Jimmy.
tight. You want to go
Hold
back to
on.
how I really mean it? I really mean it started. We could go back
No,
to
but I'm
the
just
history,
saying,
bro.
for you to even
Don't do
say
that,
that,
bro. Don't do that, bro. That
Hold
shirt
on,
you
hold
too
on.
tight
said
for you to
it.
be sticking up for Nas.
I got a question. I
Let
got a
Nas
question.
stick up for itself and meet me in a booth for something if we want to do something historical.
He
Other than
he
that,
don't,
we
he
don't got
don't
to
Nas
talk
say he
about
don't
it.
do that no more. Nas say he
Right
don't do
there,
that.
because he got $100 million. He's a very wealthy man. You heard? He's a very smart
Hey,
businessman. He called a couple
I
business
have,
licks. You heard?
hold on. Jimmy, hold on. I got a question, Unc.
Go ahead.
Hold on, Jim. Hold on. Unc, I got a question. And
What?
this you do, Jimmy. And anything that you do, right, Unc? I've heard you preach it all the time, right? When you
This nigga look like he about to take a paintbrush and just paint a picture of a pear or some shit. Like what's up with that hair, with that hat? I mean, like he got the beret on. Like what the hell is
was
that?
playing football, your first thing you always say, ain't nobody here better than me.
Tell him
Mentality.
again.
You done told me
Man,
that
stop
story a
that.
million times.
Fuck you
Wait,
think
listen to
I'm
me
a
now. Listen to me
fuck you
now.
think
Stay
I'm a
with me.
fuck you
Hold
think
on,
I'm gonna
hold
be
on.
second.
Okay, that's cool and all, but we gotta be real. Is Harry Douglas better than Randy Moss? No. Harry Douglas will tell you, I'm not better than Randy Moss. You still gotta be realistic.
Second to anybody in this
Hold on,
world
Jimmy.
but
Hold on, Jimmy.
God.
But
You
Jimmy,
heard?
let me Jimmy, stay with me real quick. Stay with me now. Stay with me now. But I'm just saying that mentality, isn't that how you supposed to feel? Isn't that how you supposed to feel?
You know.
Hell
So let me
yeah.
ask you a question. When you was on the field, you thought you was better than T.O. and Moss?
Hell yeah. What you mean?
Man, stop
I
it.
ain't gonna say it out loud.
You done came on here and say I ain't better than Moss. I'm not better than T.O. I'm not better than Rice. You said
I'm
that.
I'm not playing the game no more.
But you wasn't. You
I'm
didn't.
still
You when you
playing.
was
That's
playing.
the difference.
Hey, Jim, while you
I'm
talking,
still
you need to
playing.
get.
I'm still playing. You sold like 600 records your last album. They said you made like $3,500.
In with the
I'm
locks.
still
Jada
playing.
them done cooked y'all at the verses.
I'm still playing. I'm still playing at a
Jada,
high level. You
hey,
better check my record, you
you
heard?
jumping up to
I'm still
Nas.
playing
You
at a
need to
high
go back
level.
and get Jada. Jada them
I'm
cooked
rapping at
y'all.
I'm rapping at a high level. You better check my stats, bro.
Yeah,
I will
We
run
not
circles
denying
around
that.
Nas rapping right. I will
No, you won't. No, you won't. Because King's Disease, he's still playing. King's Disease is still selling way more records than than you're gonna sell. So don't do that. Jim Jones, I challenge you to go do a show in New York by yourself. No co-headliner, nobody else, just you, and see how that goes. I'd sell out a theater. That's it. Just go sell out a theater. See if that many people want to go see Jim Jones.
run circles around Nas rapping right
Nas,
now.
Nas
Right
retired.
now,
Nas done put his microphone up. Man, let me take my mic off.
I
Go
will
give me a
run
mic.
Saturn around Nas right now rapping. Everybody knows that. You heard?
He
Let's
done
not talk about the
retired.
past.
That ain't. He put it down. He
Bro,
sat it
I
down.
will run laps around Nas rapping right now, bro.
Jim. Oh,
I'm
you talking about
telling you.
right now? But I'm talking about when
Right?
y'all in his prime and your
I'm
prime,
still
you
in it.
couldn't see him.
I'm still in it. Oh,
He done got out.
Cam was smoking his boots. I wasn't rapping when he was rapping, but Cam really got at him. You remember I really mean it? We've been getting at them boys, but this is not about that. Right now, 2025, I'm in the game still rapping at a high capacity. If Nas wants to smoke, come in the booth. I will rap
He don't want
circles
no
around him.
smoke. He enjoying that
So
150 million, 200 million he done
okay
made. He
then.
ain't
So
good.
then leave me alone while I'm on the field.
You was effing with him.
I'm
He
on the
wasn't bothering
field.
you.
I'm
Exactly. What is he talking about? Leave me alone. What do you mean? You're the one who started all of this mess. You didn't have to say what you said on that podcast. You said it. You just said you made a little boo-boo. No, you made a huge mistake because everybody went and looked that up and said, no, you're an idiot. Your ego is making you say all of this stuff when you could have just bowed out and said, you know what? I'm wrong.
on the field. I'm picking on whoever, whatever. I don't care. I'm on the field.
When you,
And guess who's
you
the
know who
most
on the field?
talk? And guess who's
Kendrick,
the
Drake,
and guess who will be the most
Weezy,
talked
they on the
about person
field. You
tomorrow?
need to call like Drake.
And guess who
You
would
need
be
to
the
call
most
like
talked about
Weezy.
person
You need to
tomorrow?
call like Kendrick. You need to call somebody that's still in it. He ain't in it.
Why? Kendrick
He
and them
don't
ain't my
want to
age.
be.
Kendrick and them ain't my age. I wasn't. They ain't my era. That's not my era.
He retired. Have you ever heard of retirement?
Well, that's my era, so I'm calling all of them out. I don't care if you retired or not. Deal with it. If not, meet me in the booth, Jack. You heard? Meet me in the booth. And I'm just talking about for sportsmanship. I'm
call
not
Jada.
mad. Let's get this right. I'm not mad. It's about the sportsmanship of the game. People know I'm a very aggressive person, and I seem to get misconstrued when I'm talking my shit. I'm just talking my shit. You heard? Let me talk my shit because I am on the field. If anybody got a problem with that, they can meet me on the field. That is the booth. Anybody from that era.
Listen, man. At the end of the day, Jim Jones, you're allowed to pop your shit. You can say whatever you want to say, but don't get mad when people challenge you on your takes, because that take was terrible. It just didn't make sense. You can believe that you're really good right now, but the people will still tell you that Nas is better. See, Shannon Sharpe, maybe he's not. Shannon Sharpe is just going off common sense. Shannon Sharpe maybe ain't checking for active, shit in the game right now. Nas is still active. Nas is with Hit Boy making some of the best music of his life into his 50s or late 40s, however old Nas is. He's making way better music than Jim Jones. Yes, Jim Jones has improved as a rapper since he's, aged and worked on his craft. I'll give him that. And he's supposed to. People always try to say, he's too old, like Lil Wayne gets old and just detaches himself from rap. No, his heart's not in it. That's really what it is. If you really worked on your craft, you should be a better rapper the older you get. Maybe you might not be more intact with the trends and the sound and all of that, but lyrically as a rapper, you should be better than you ever have been as you get older. It's hard to keep inspiration for 30 years, though. I can see that. Nas is still rapping for the love of the game, and he's rapping better than Jim Jones still. Nas's worst rapping effort that we've ever heard is still better than Jim Jones' best rapping effort. That's just what it is. Some people got it, some people don't, man. You know what I'm saying? Nas is one of those niggas who's like a freak of nature, like T.O., like Terrell Owens. Like Terrell Owens, you could probably still get him out there in the league and he'll catch 3-4 passes. To this day, he can get out there. I ain't saying that he gonna be what he once was, but he can go catch some passes right now. So Jim Jones, it's just like, bro, you let your pride and your ego put you in this position. I'm glad Shannon Sharpe called him out. And hey, man, if you like what you hear, man, like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and we out, baby. Boom. Big Just LaFlare.
It's him.